You've been lucky.
I've been very lucky.
It's grace.
Like, I've been very, very lucky.
Really?
You know? I think one of my biggest personal challenges is actually being taken, like, seriously. That type of
Right. Explain a bit more.
because I'm like, to people in productions and stuff, it's like, oh, this pretty boy, like, he's a model, like, da-da-da-da-da. Like, they don't appreciate how seriously I take the craft. So because of that, like, I'm having a conversation from one place and they're not hearing it from the place that it's coming from because they already have all of these, like, assumptions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of like he thinks it's too nice or something. Is it
I mean, things like
way?
that, but like just even people it takes a lot to be taken, like, for people to feel like, okay, this is really what you're on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
How do you overcome that?
How do you just work, man? You just keep showing hands.
Is that where your mysteriousness comes from?
What do you mean?
You know how you're so chilled?
No, I'm just,
You're just
it's my
naturally like that.
granddad.
Okay.
Now listening to the In My Opinion podcast, the home of edutainment, brought to you by Sukali, DTM, and Uzuma. So get your drinks, snacks, relax, and enjoy.
So shall we get into the main?
All right. No, so let's get into the main
nitty-gritty.
topic for today,
You
guys.
guys now, isn't it?
Oh wait.
It's about you guys now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I told you guys.
Yeah,
I almost forgot.
That we
Yeah,
get to,
exactly.
To talk about ourselves.
See, you're already like locked in. I
talking.
told you this is what's gonna happen. So yeah, wait, guys. I mean, the most important part now is obviously getting into a bit back into you guys' story,
Right.
And just kind of knowing a bit more about how it all started. Where did their acting career started for you?
For me, it started in school basically. When I was in university, I, had some free time. I was bored out of my mind. Creative expressions was all I could think about. And yeah, I saw some acting auditions. I auditioned, I got the part. And then I started to think about, building a career out of it. And then after school, I, started actively trying to get into the industry, worked a little bit behind the scenes and met people. And yeah, I started going for auditions. And then I got my first role, which was Kasala back in the day.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You said actively getting into the industry. For someone who doesn't know how to actively get in, what were you doing?
Basically, the way it works in Nigeria, you can try to link up with producers and directors and just basically get on set to see how things are done. You meet people, you learn a lot of things about like how productions operate, and yeah, such that.
But is that nepotism though? Because do you know people already, or are you like DMing people on Instagram?
Yeah, you can't do that. You can DM people on Instagram.
What did you do?
I sent a couple of DMs. I knew one person that had like access to a production company, and yeah,
You went through that.
Yeah, I went through that.
Okay.
I had conversations and basically followed him to sets. Just watched.
What was it like specifically? What was you studying in school?
Economics. It had nothing to do with performance.
Okay, so that's what I was really trying to get to. So like, what prompted you to be like? Because it's not something I feel like someone can just. You know what? I want to be acting and I want to pursue that. Like, what
Right.
prompted that to be like, you know what? I can do this.
So I'd done acting a couple of times in church plays and all of that. So yeah, I had that background, and yeah, it was something people always told me, oh yeah, you should try this, At the time, because I'm a very shy person, I didn't think that was my thing. I'd rather just, maybe do radio or something where people can't really see.
Can't see,
yeah. But yeah, when I saw that audition, and like I had a couple of people that were going to go for it as well. So I was like, yeah, come on, why not? We can try this.
Let's try it.
Yeah, it was just vibes for me at the time.
How did you get out of your shyness then? If you were shy,
Did I get out?
okay, so
Oh,
Right.
I like
I hear it.
That's dope.
Serious
What
question.
about you, sir?
Me? I wrote a play when I've always written stories. It's my first skill from the time I was like 3-4 years old.
Okay.
And then I wrote a play when I was 9 for my like end of year classroom performance, and I starred in that. So I always kind of knew that film acting was something I had passion for, like early YouTube era, 2010, 2012. I was making videos with my friends. It was something I knew I loved, right? But Nigeria, engineering was the way
number
forward.
one engineering.
Engineering was the way forward. Like I come from a family of lawyers.
Yeah, doctor.
So those weren't really dreams that we were allowed to have as kids. So obviously went to uni. I was just moving on a corporate path, assuming that was going to be my life. Started modeling just for fun on the side because it was something I love, fashion, and people always told me I should model. And I was making music as well, just as a remnants of my early teens. And then I did a campaign in Lagos in 2020, and I got a DM.
It's like a fashion campaign or...
Yeah, so there's like, we have like this boutique sort of department store in Lagos that sells luxury stuff. It's kind of like Selfridges, but small.
Okay.
So I did something for them, and then I got a DM. I missed the DM, it was in my request. And then I got a call.
So much DMs, you have to park some.
No, I just don't check.
Sorry, can I just,
'Cause back
guys,
then
do you
I
know
had like-
there's
I had like
gold
3K followers.
dust in your request?
In your
Everyone
request,
needs to check their request, by the way.
My
There's stuff
request is
happening
lost.
in there.
Hey,
Gold
more
dust in my
application.
stuff
More
happening.
application.
Bro, check, man.
No, I don't
Check.
There's a lot of application.
No gold in my
Check well.
It needs cleaning.
Check well.
She
You got
buy
my
no name
request.
like
the love of your life, just check well.
What's
It's
the last time
white
you checked?
screen.
I
On
check
my
all the
request, it's
time.
white
Yeah,
screen.
no, it's me.
Right then, I guess just you.
Yeah, big boy. You are big
No,
boy.
back then I had like 3K followers then when I got that DM, maybe like 4K.
Serious?
Yeah.
But DMs must be a lot. You know, some
When?
people get a lot of
This was
DMs.
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
High engagement, but no, you don't have to have a lot of followers. Because some
I
people have
wasn't
high
even really
engagement.
like, I didn't post like that. I post like 4 or 5 times a
Man,
year.
look at you, boy.
Like anytime I had like, it was really, God just aligned it, man. Like when I got the DM, and the way they were acting so mysterious, I was like, Nigerians are not like this. You get so I knew it was Netflix. Because at the time I was running.
Oh, it was actually Netflix directly DM'd you.
No. It was
was
one of the
someone
it was one of the producers on the team.
Wow, okay.
You get me? So it was I can't remember her name, but she was one of the young members of the team. So she had DM'd me, and then we had a mutual friend.
Right.
So it was my friend that called me and said, "Yo, check
Check
the
your
request.
DM,
So there's
yeah.
something
Oh,
there."
mad. So
You
you
get-
would have missed it then.
I would have like mad.
Okay.
I'd have just gone on with my D. But yeah, when I saw it, and I was like, "This is," because I was already working in production. I was running a production studio, so like I knew that I wanted to make films. You know, I just didn't know I didn't know I was going to be on screen. I always thought I was going to be behind the scenes. Right. So I had a feeling, I knew what Netflix were doing in Nigeria at the time. So the way they approached it, I was like, this must be Netflix because there's no Nigerian company that's going to be doing all of this. Don't talk about it. Kind of.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I pulled up to the audition. There was like 150 people there. Bro, I swear they were guys. Can you remember that day? We did that day.
I wasn't there.
You went there that day at,
wasn't there.
I can't remember the name of that hotel, Newcastle Hotel. Bro,
Yeah.
people. And because of the nature of the show, we never made anything like that in Nigeria before.
Yeah.
Right? And we
Yeah,
don't
it's
have,
one of its kind.
like, there's nowhere that you go to if you want to make a high-level show or film in Nigeria to go and source young talent, or like there's nowhere to look. So they cast the net really, really wide, you know. So I got lucky in that sense. And, you know, fast forward, with Superstar Mike on set, just doing
So did you guys know each other before?
Yeah, because
No.
that's a good question.
Did you know each other?
No, we didn't.
We're on
We're
set.
friends now though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but like, I would think you guys.
Yeah, no,
Three
you
of us.
Each other
do
before.
something like
The
that.
three of
You
us.
can't.
Oh.
Yeah, it's us.
Together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were there that year.
No, exactly.
Yeah, when
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Until the end of this.
You remember? No?
Yeah, so
Until the end of this pod. So, what would you guys say, like, if you can remember one of your biggest challenge or obstacle has been throughout this journey to where you are so far? One that you can remember that you're like, yo,
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
wow, really?
Yeah.
Who said?
Oh no, don't worry. I know nobody has to tell me.
Oh, okay.
If
okay,
I'm wise, I'll
Okay.
keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Right, okay, cool.
The one that you talk
That I
about, the one you
can
can
talk
talk about.
about,
Talk about the one you
yeah.
can talk about. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I've been lucky, bro. Like I haven't had.
You've been lucky.
I've been very lucky.
Grace.
Like I've been very, very lucky.
Really?
You know? I think one of my biggest personal challenges is actually being taken like seriously. That type of shit.
Right. Explain a bit more. Where
Because I'm like, to people in productions and stuff, it's like, oh, this pretty boy, like he's a model, like da. Like they don't appreciate how seriously I take the craft. So because of that, like I'm having a conversation from one place, and
Right.
they're not hearing it from the place that it's coming from because they
Yeah.
already have all of these like assumptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Kind of
mean?
like he thinks it's too nice or something. Is it
I
that
mean,
kinda-
things like
Wait.
that, but like just even people just, it takes a lot to be taken like, for people to feel like, okay, this is really what you're on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like
How'd you
when,
overcome that?
you just work, man. You just keep showing, showing hands.
Is that where your mysteriousness comes from?
What do you mean?
You know how you're so chilled.
No, I'm just,
You're just
it's my
naturally like that.
granddad.
Okay.
My granddad.
It's my grandfather.
I like that. How about you, Mr. Mike?
Yeah, same to be honest. Like I've been pretty fortunate because I know a lot of actors back home that work really hard, and you know it's difficult to get opportunities like this back home for for a lot of actors. So yeah, I would say that I've been pretty fortunate. I work hard though, I can't lie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I work hard.
Because I was gonna ask, because you're the lead of that Far From Home, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, how difficult was it to get like, you know, your own, more or less, I'd say, to have like a series like that? Again, it's first of its kind,
Yeah.
and being the lead, and it's like, yo, how did you? And I'm pretty sure there's thousands of other actors who would have loved that opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, what was that process like? Even landing that.
Yeah, it was a lot of auditions. It was a lot of auditions for me. Like several stages I had to audition with people. I had to audition, do like screen tests with different actors as well.
What?
What's
Yeah.
the screen test, sorry?
Just you shoot the scene like it's going to be shot on the day and just see
Like a
How
pen.
it looks.
Yeah,
basically.
it's almost
chemistry.
like
Yeah.
you're testing who goes
Testing
well
chemistry,
together.
yeah.
Really?
So what, can someone get
Because
dropped
you could
then?
feel like I'm good for a character, but that character has a friend, and the person that you feel is good for the character's friend doesn't match me.
doesn't match the energy. Or
Yeah,
So that's
they'll
how
mix
sometimes they
people
switch
around.
people's roles. Sometimes it's like, okay, you
Mix
audition
people
for the
around.
lead, but we're gonna put you here because you fit here more.
Like
You're
I
gonna-
auditioned for Mike's role.
no
Initially, Far From
way.
Home. Yeah, it was.
What did you get?
I got my role. You haven't watched the show?
You see, she
The
hasn't
thing
watched.
is, I was going to, but then he gave me the wrong name. You gave
I said Far From Home.
Told him you gave me the wrong name.
What did I say to you?
You
I said
gave me
Far
the
From
wrong.
Home.
Don't let me pull up the chat, you know.
Guys.
Okay, let's not get into that.
This is not about you two's drama. We have like what's going on
Moving
here?
on, moving
I
on.
don't know what's going on here. Like, listen. All right.
Okay,
cool.
let's not. Yeah.
Nah, right. Okay. Cool. Wow. So you actually auditioned from the start, like
Yeah, the first
everything?
audition I did was for Ishai.
Yeah.
No way.
But like obviously like Ishai wasn't a good fit for me, which was very obvious the moment I opened.
But his role, I would say, is fitting.
that
for
was more fitting for me, you know. So I auditioned for his role. I auditioned for
Rich boy.
Olumide's role.
Right.
I did a screen test for
Atlas,
Olumide's role,
wow.
yeah, where I had to do Atlas, had to be the big imposing guy. And then I did Reggie finally with Olumide. I did screen test with him, and that one sat well.
So if you feel like a role's not for you, yeah, do you just carry on, or can you actually say like, oh,
It depends on how much money is in your bank account now. If a role is not for you,
yeah,
If the producer says it's for you, it's for you.
it's for you. Depending on what's going on at home, every role can be for you. Yeah.
So that's
at
actually
that
crazy
time,
because
like,
you can relate to slightly, not just as much, but the dilemma we just had because you two are friends now, and essentially,
Oh, yeah.
he has a role.
And you know
kind
the thing
of
is that by the end of the audition process, you've made friends.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, wow.
You've been to 3
Yeah.
like callbacks. You know these
Wow,
people. Like
okay.
they're cool guys. You want them to win. Everybody has. a
Everybody
dream.
wants each other to win.
You get what I'm saying?
wow,
But like at the
wow.
end of the day, what can you do, man?
Yeah.
Like you pat each other on the
what
back
it
and you
is.
say, "Well done."
That's
Move
true.
on.
That's
so
true.
off the screening test, someone can literally be cut from the production.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, they could like you. They could say you're a fantastic actor, or they get the people that they cast for the parents of that character don't look
Don't
like
look
you.
like
they'll cut
you. Yeah, so it's like,
Wow,
Yeah, which is why a lot of times you can't take it personal.
Yeah.
Like I learned that from modeling, like because like modeling is like,
Yeah.
bro, that year
Yeah.
you might be going, your skin tone might be going. The year after,
Yeah.
your skin
It's
tone
Okay.
might
not.
be
It's
going.
not yours.
This year they might want
Yeah.
somebody with jawline. Next year they want somebody that's you get like you can't take it personally.
Yeah.
You don't know what's happening in the back room, and they'll never tell you.
They'll never. And I think that. What do you guys think about that though? Don't you think like? How do you improve or know what to do going into another sort of if you don't get like a feedback or anything like? Why are they very mysterious about that?
It's you can't make it about that.
sometimes it's really not in your control.
You get what I'm saying?
What the decision is. Like,
Really?
it's not like some things that you. Okay, so this character is supposed to be light skinned. I'm not. So like, how do I change that? How do I fix that going forward? It's not in my control.
No, but I mean, my thing is though, then why invite me for no? Because now you've given me this hope. I've stayed up a whole week, non-sleep, like not sleeping.
Told your mom that you was gonna be in this show.
Do you know what I mean? And then I've read, I've done everything else, but now you tell me, you know what? We just need you a shade light. Oh, sorry, bro.
Yeah, you know hearing what I'm saying. Some people got to say they short episodes.
I did.
It's the game.
Like
It's the
they short
game.
Go back and edit it
The
and
game
watch
is
it,
the
and
game.
then
They've already
like,
told
no,
their
this is not
parents.
working.
They've already told their
The
friends.
game's the
Like
game, man.
they've shot for 3 months.
It's crazy.
And then they'll be like, kind of like we're
Crazy.
going in a different direction.
Uzi, you would quit. I know that you quit.
You've been there now. When you were attending music video, you didn't even make the cut after what did they put you?
Me?
After you do your what is that?
I don't like when you tell lies of me.
He's dancing.
You
No,
have
you're
been there.
rolling road. What is the?
Just be the truth. These man went to NSG's music
Leave
thing.
it,
They
man.
didn't
We're
show
not
up.
talking about that, man. No, don't listen to this.
This is your story that
I
you're
was
saying.
not-
That's what I'm saying.
I was
And
there
he's
with
trying to put it
production.
on
No,
me.
I wasn't
even
there.
I wasn't
I
there.
went to one side. I didn't really want to be there.
You didn't want to
That's
be
why.
in there.
I swear.
We've
I
heard.
was production was
We've
there.
heard.
But anyways, it's not about me. And we walked away, bro. What time? Remember? He didn't ask.
All right.
Anyway,
Mr. Cool Guy.
But my question is, obviously, your character,
Yeah.
you was doing everything you could you just wanted to jackpot for that. What is it with Nigerians? Any opportunity to leave the country?
Jesus,
We
you guys
just
not
want to
live to
jackpot.
Nigeria. Go to Nigeria for
was
2
only
years.
I
I said
born in Nigeria.
when did you leave
I left when
Nigeria?
I was
No,
12.
but it is true though.
Everyone
No, but it's true.
Nigeria was
He
better
left
when
when
you
he
were
was a
12.
child. Yeah, it's true.
Nigeria
True.
was better when you were 12.
We all left when we was young.
I
So
left
don't
in
listen to him.
2003,
Don't listen to him.
but
We all
I've
left when we was
seen
young.
Nigeria was okay.
I
in
stayed there 12
2008.
years. No, trust me.
I don't doubt
No,
that.
no,
I don't
no.
doubt that, bro. But if you're
Don't
hungry,
I look like
if
someone
you were
that's been
hungry in
hungry? You do,
Nigeria
you
in
do.
No, you don't,
2003,
man.
See,
You
it's
don't.
a-
No, you don't.
This is
Are you right?
recent
You're
time.
wearing a denim cap. The
It's a
people
recent
that are
time,
hungry don't wear
man.
denim
I
cap.
know.
bro.
It's brand
but
new
if you're
now.
hungry
I'm
in
telling
Nigeria
you,
in
listen,
2003,
What
leave
is-
him.
today.
I say hungry.
No,
I've
Nigerians are ambitious. You can say Nigerians
That's
like,
They are. They
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't take that away from you lot.
and we want the
100%.
best.
100%.
So why do we feel like it's outside?
Because
Nigeria?
it's
Hacky is though. Hacky is.
Nigeria. I love my
Yeah,
country
no.
very much. like, be like, bro, I'm not a Nigeria basher, but like we have to call things what they are.
Yeah.
The quality of life in Nigeria for the average person is unbearable.
Absolutely.
I
I'm
think the
saying,
average
so-
person, that's a key thing. Thank
Yeah,
you.
the quality of life, bro. Even for people who have money, bro, you still have to walk outside. The road is dead. The electricity is not going. You're still vulnerable to all like the fuckery that can happen based on just being in that country.
Do you know what's mad though? I feel like even just outside of Nigeria, in general, whatever your craft is, you need to try and leave where your hometown is, because people sometimes they don't take you in, they don't respect you, and also familiarity. What's the
Breeds.
phrase? Breeds
Content.
disrespect. Is it disrespect?
Yes.
That can work.
So I feel like sometimes for people to take you in, you need to leave where you live. By the way, like you need to branch
But
out.
this one, that's
valid.
even
That's
for people
one
that
small, yeah.
That's for people that have
This
dreams.
one's a big
That's
one
what
though.
people
Okay, so
options.
just in
People that even have
general.
no one.
Yeah.
Those are people who even
Okay.
have
That's
Fine.
valid. but,
Most
like,
people, their leaving is survival mode. It's not necessarily what
fair
they
enough,
want to
fair
do.
enough,
Yeah.
fair enough, fair
Like they have to. You get what I'm saying? There's a kid at home. I'm looking around like, yo, if something happens to this child, where will I go? I'm online. I'm seeing people who have benefits. I'm seeing people who have healthcare. I'm seeing people who have. Go and count the hospitals
true.
in Lagos that are working now.
True.
Like so, these are the considerations. And that is not even necessarily about like, oh, people are not even doing the things that they would consider their craft.
Right.
Like people are not even doing things based on, oh, like I want to build this. They're doing it based on, yo, I need to eat tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
how am I going to do
to
it?
eat now.
So are you saying then, like, do you think it's harder, or do you think it's not close to impossible, but do you think you couldn't reach the heights that you want to reach if you just stayed in Nigeria?
Personally,
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay.
Personally,
You still feel like that now? Even though like I feel like again, the likes of yourselves,
Right.
even when you talk about the music, the movie side, you talk about the music side, you're talking about the likes of people like Burna Boy, Davido, with all these guys, Shakir, like they've pushed the boundaries. They've kind of opened that door.
Right.
Now I feel like you guys have kind of opened that door though.
Yeah.
So you still feel like it's the same now though, in terms of you feel like you still need to leave to be able to reach the heights you would want to reach? You feel like
Everybody
that now?
that you just mentioned,
I've had to leave.
they had, they,
By the
le-
way,
yeah, they,
it's
they
true.
got to where they're at based on respect and recognition from outside.
from
of
outside.
Nigeria.
Yeah. I feel like if you're trying to get to the highest possible level that you can operate at, is the dream should be global.
It's
right?
global, yeah.
And you would have to leave home.
Yeah.
No.
have to get out
Obviously,
there.
they left, but okay. I mean, well, let's get. They haven't relocated.
In terms of where they live,
different. That's what I'm saying. I think there's a two different things because again, they've had to. The fact that they've blown up is come from Nigeria though.
Yeah, 100%.
But then that has now given them the liberty to kind of like, or is it the access to now go around the world and make all these money and all they do all these things, spread them further. But still, it was work that's been done from back home.
Obviously, you have to start
Right?
with what you have, right? But at some point, it needs to get bigger.
Bigger,
And to
yeah.
get bigger, you need like more.
You need to move.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
to move. You need more people to see your stuff. You need to like get
No,
out there and
100%.
like.
I mean,
show
what,
yourself.
what I will say to that is, in today, right?
Right.
Nigeria can definitely get you to a point where you can go global.
I agree.
Right.
The
And that was
population, the
always-
population
Okay,
matters.
that's
I
what
agree.
that's the point I was
No,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. I
As a
agree.
young Nigerian now, there is a path to going global through Nigeria.
Through Nigeria, yeah, that's the
Yes,
point I'm making.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's there. But then
Absolutely.
at some point,
You would
you're-
have to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make that step.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the point I was trying to kind of highlight. Sorry, because
Yeah.
I'm like, you can still get to a point to then go to because
Oh, yeah.
before, which was never
No,
there
no,
before.
before it was closed.
never there.
Yeah,
it was
there was no
closed.
door
It was
whatsoever.
closed.
Yeah, yeah.
Nigeria is a great starting point though. Like Nigeria is a great starting point for anything, for creative, people. If you're young and you want to start anything, you can make things happen for yourself in Nigeria because you have your people around. You have friends that you can collaborate with. You have
Yeah.
a good creative hub in Nigeria that you can find people to network with and start something. But obviously, if you're really creative, that cannot be the goal. Nigeria you can't end in
Yeah,
Nigeria.
you'll
When
get
did you leave?
you'll hit a ceiling at
Lagos.
some point.
When
yeah.
did you like leave?
When did I
Nigeria?
leave?
Like, when did you decide? Okay, let me get out.
No, I'm still very
Well,
much in
still
Nigeria.
there.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still very much in Nigeria. But I'm in Nigeria today. I'm in London tomorrow. I'm in South Africa next week.
Yeah, you guys are
Like,
all a global, baby.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Tickets,
That's what it has
stamps,
to be.
boom,
That's what it has to
boom,
be.
boom.
In Nigeria as well, is it the same sort of like concept? Yeah, like so in the UK, like London is kind of like
Tiny.
where everything is happening.
Right.
So a lot of people from like Manchester, like they all will move to like London, obviously to try break that London market.
Yeah.
Is there like specific areas in Nigeria as well that's more like this is where you need to be?
I'm
or
guessing you got
can literally
Lagos.
Make it from
It is
anywhere.
Lagos.
It's
Yeah,
Lagos.
most people
Lagos.
say it's Lagos.
It is
Yeah,
Lagos,
it's
yeah.
actually Lagos. Lagos is like where for entertainment, anything creative. Most people would say Lagos is the creative hub, but it's not like there's no little sparks of activities going on elsewhere in the country.
Right.
Asaba is huge in
Yeah,
film.
Asaba is huge.
Really?
Right?
Asaba, wow.
is huge.
Asaba is huge. There's
Like,
also
Because of like location, all of that.
Lots of the films that are being made in Nigeria now are made in Asaba.
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, Asaba.
There's also a huge film market in Abuja as well. Like, cause,
Didn't that used to be the capital?
No, it is the
Abuja is
capital.
the capital.
Abuja is the
Yeah.
capital now.
Lagos
okay.
used to be the
It
capital.
used to be capital.
But with-
Oh, Lagos used to be the capital. Okay, cool.
But with Asaba, I've always, obviously, even before like leaving Nigeria, I've always known about Asaba, like the whole acting, yeah? But I feel like there are certain places that have like different like levels, kind of thing. As Asaba, for me, obviously, I know about it, but when I think of Asaba, I'm thinking more like slightly lower budget,
Yeah,
slightly lower quality.
100%, yeah.
Compared to like when you're talking about Lagos, like it's more like Netflix, Prime,
Yeah.
kind of level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
still semi like that?
Yeah, so most of the stuff that happens there is like the lower stuff, like the YouTube stuff. Okay, lower.
Oh,
Yeah.
like
I don't even know if I can call it like you get
It's not- yeah.
because that's really a lot of what's driving the industry.
that's really what started the industry.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah. Because what I've noticed a lot lately as well, like a lot of like actors are turning like actually doing their own productions now, and then they're going through the YouTube route.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, is that a thing now as well? Because obviously there's money to be made in YouTube. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
a lot of people are pushing like every other day. There's like new movie on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
YouTube.
basically just the actors going directly to the markets, going directly to the audience, right? Cutting out the middlemen and like distribution and all of that, just going directly to the people. And yeah, that's some actors make good money off.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
A lot
But
of the
one
people
thing-
who are making a lot of the people who are making like serious bread in film in Nigeria are doing it on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying like, I'm obviously Netflix. Far From Home, was that shot in Lagos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So the whole Netflix thing, are they involved from the start, or is it something that's shot and then pitched to Netflix?
We
How
found
does that-
from home, Netflix was actually very involved from the very start.
from the very
Yeah,
start.
it was
So it's
their
something that they
show.
commissioned from the start. It's their show. They actually,
it
wow.
was their show, yeah.
Okay. And are you guys involved in that process of what goes on on that side of things?
Well, on that side, the Netflix side of
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Not in some rooms, to be honest. Like
Really?
we're only involved when marketing is concerned, and all of that.
Wait, when you say involved, what do you mean?
So, okay, like for example, what I'm saying is like right now, say you guys decide to go and shoot your own movie and you want to now pitch it to Netflix and
Right.
would you be able to handle that?
Yeah, absolutely. Man.
So you know how to, the process and all of that stuff, what it takes, all of that.
to get Netflix involved on the project.
Yeah, yeah, and maybe to get them to buy, on the project and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's there are channels available for those conversations. Obviously, like you'd have to do your proper research, get the right team, and get the proper setup for that. Because you can't, as an independent producer, you most times still have to go through like distributors and all of that. But
Right.
yeah.
And I guess that's why I'm asking, because a lot of people don't really understand how things come to be on Netflix. That's why I was asking a bit more about that. Kind of like, how does that work? Are you guys involved in that negotiations? Like, okay, cool, we're commissioning this for this amount of series or episodes and
No, but yeah,
seasons
so
and stuff like
it's
that.
they would usually Netflix wouldn't deal directly, obviously, with like individuals. They would rather work with like studios,
The
proper
studios,
established
right,
studios,
right.
and
Yeah, you gotta have like
you have to have structure.
10 feature-length films for Netflix to be like, okay, we'll consider you.
10.
In Nigeria,
Oh man.
for sure. No, they did it. Now, when they came, they were very specific about the people that they created relationships with and the studios that they worked with. They did a whole photo shoot. They did a whole campaign with all the... Remember, 2020, 2021, they had all
Not
the
just
producers on the
random, like,
poster.
it's
Yeah,
proper-
and the way they did it, they came in, they picked established production houses, people who had a portfolio, people who had been doing it for 10 years. And
10 years.
You've got quite a few now in Nigeria, innit? Like how many the big like
production houses,
studios?
maybe like 4 or 5 that you'd say are like big.
Yeah, no, there's more now.
No, there's more production houses, but like how many would you say are like,
That's connected like full to Netflix, like
yeah, like
direct.
at that level that are doing like originals and how many?
Yeah, there are not many. They're not.
Yeah, not many. Really? Like 4 or 5.
Five,
yeah.
5, 6. Yeah.
5, 6. Wow.
That's a start though, isn't it?
It's definitely a start. It's definitely a start. And did you guys feel like you see this going
Bigger.
Any
of course,
bigger
yeah.
than what it
Absolutely.
is?
Yeah, absolutely. 'cause-
In the long run, yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I only know get bigger. That's the get bigger now.
It has to.
Do you guys also see us getting to a point where we own our own like kind of like hosting like platform, something more like
We have one now.
we have some, but as in
At that level,
yeah.
I think the Netflix monopoly is there to stay. Like,
Do you know what though? There's always
Like,
room for
what is-
improvement.
You reckon there's a monopoly there?
Because Blockbuster got
Netflix
taken
a
over by
monopoly now.
Netflix, so there's
Blockbuster,
always
yeah.
room. There's always someone who's working somewhere. By the way,
Who?
Blockbuster got taken over. Like Netflix took over Blockbuster's like
Yeah, because they refused to evolve.
100%.
They were still doing
but Netflix
DVDs
can also
and
refuse to evolve, and someone else can come along and do their job.
that, of course,
So-
anything is possible.
Anything's possible. So I think it's one thing about Nigeria is they work hard.
Yep.
So there's somebody working somewhere that can
To overthrow Netflix.
maybe.
You need
Why
some
not?
se- you need
Right
some
now,
heavy-
Why not?
Right now,
Why
I don't
not?
see it right
Why
now.
not?
There's still
Maybe
next
not
time.
right now, but it's possible.
There's Prime.
The questions that we should be asking are: Is that necessary? Do we need a platform
Exactly,
to
yeah,
overthrow
yeah.
Netflix?
Yeah, because sometimes we need something for ourselves.
I
do
mean,
you mean?
yeah, but we live in a global economy, man. It's like some Americans are going to make something over there, some Nigerians are going to make something over here, the Chinese will make some shit, and then we'll bring it together. I don't think, like, it's a thing of we have to have our own. I mean,
Yeah, I just feel like right now we live in a time where it's just consuming, like where people just want to consume content.
Yeah.
So, and I just feel like there isn't enough. I don't know if you guys feel how I feel. Like there's just not enough content, like especially original, unique content. Like everyone just keeps recreating things
I agree.
that's already been done before in a new way, and it's like, okay, cool. I want to see something different, something new, something that's never been done before. And that's why I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's maybe where the gap is kind of right now. Because you go on Netflix, even apart from, it's very quick. Like by the time I watch House of God already, I'm up to date with Far From Home. Then it's like, yo, you know, you start to look at other things, like what else is there? And then it's like, there's not enough, and the people are wanting more. That's the kind of, so that's why I feel like Netflix ain't gonna go anywhere anytime soon. But I just feel like they need to commission more.
More.
That's just what I feel like personally.
And you, Mr. Mike, as well, you starred in the new Water and Gary. It's still semi-new.
Yeah,
Coming
well,
out.
I haven't seen that one. Have you seen that?
I've
not
seen
seen
it.
that one.
How did that come about? 'Cause
Yeah, I mean-
Big Tiwa Savage.
Yeah, that was interesting because I mean, Water and Gary came out this year, but I shot that almost immediately. I finished filming Far From Home. It was I shot that 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, after I finished shooting Far From Home, I had my flight booked. I was going to leave the country for a bit, and then I got a call sending an audition tape, and I was like, oh, please, just get it. And I got this call, so we're filming this short film. It's called Water and Gary. It's supposed to be like visual to back up Tiwa's EP at the time, which was called Water and Gary. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, Tiwa Savage. Let's do this.
That's Tiwa.
Got things good. Cool. I was like, we had to shoot. We shot in Ghana, so obviously.
You shot in Ghana, yeah?
Yeah, shot in Ghana,
Wow.
Cape Coast, yeah.
Okay.
So obviously, I looked at my schedule, had like 4 days to spare, so I was like, oh yeah, cool, let's do it. So at the time, I obviously didn't know it was going to end up on Prime and all of that stuff. So I was just excited to, do work that I knew would be global because it had Afrobeat superstar to us.
All the right people there,
It was being directed by Major Alabi. I was like, I better get on this. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you said about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they don't keep you up to date. So did you even know it was still gonna come out? Did they keep you informed and up to date?
Oh yeah, every now and again I have a chat with Meiji, that's the director. I'd have a chat with Tiwa, and she'd be like, oh yeah, our film is coming out good. Like it's looking. I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Looking forward to it.
Oh, so you know Tiwa Savage?
Oh wow, look at
love
this.
her.
Of
I
course
know
now.
Meiji-
Do
Meiji-
you know we are
Meiji-
sitting next to you?
I
Say, do you know
love
Tiwa Savage?
Tiwa, if you see this, I love you.
Yeah,
I love you.
We all love Tiwa Savage. She's so amazing. Like working with her was really great because you see her on screen and then you really don't know that she has like this warm energy around her, and then we're on set together and she's literally just super sweet to everybody.
Yeah,
And
she
makes
seems
everyone
that way.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Introduce me now, bro.
Say
I
it.
got you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I got you.
Be careful, this man. He
Be
seems like he
careful
has
that I
another
just want to
agenda.
tell us something.
What do you mean to tell us
tell my
something?
friend?
About
You want to
something.
What do you want to tell my
something?
friend?
I don't. It's between me and her now. Now for you people.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Wow, Mr. Still your girl. How's your new?
He just wants to say hi. He wants to audition for part 2. No audition for part 2.
Oh man! All right, so just closing off this chapter. We haven't got much left, but so quickly for you guys, like you're reaching out to all the young people, older people as well, still aspiring to be actors, actresses. What would you advise them? I'll start from you, Mr. Mike. What would your advice be?
I would just say keep working, keep getting yourself prepared because the big break is just around the corner, to be honest. I never really, at every point in my career, I've always done the best that I could and just hope for like the project to get in the right spaces and get the right recognition. And to be honest, you never really know. So always just stay ready and give your best at every time that you have the opportunity.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
For me, actors, loosen up, man. Yeah, like for real, like relax.
Relax.
Yo, no, relax. It's not even that it's not deep. It is deep, but you can't act if you're not calm.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like you have to let it flow. You have to let the moment, take you. You can't be overthinking it and trying to control everything because this take might be one thing and the next one might be another. You know what I mean? So loosen up, let your personality show, like flow through things. Like for me, that's been the biggest advantage that I've had is like every room I walk into, I'm just calm. Like when I'm talking to that,
I mean, we can tell.
We know. We
you
know.
see.
You can tell.
Hey, bro, when I auditioned for Isha, bro, my audition was terrible. Like,
Really?
yeah, it was awful. But I was the first person to say it.
Wow.
So I finished, and I said to the producers, I was like, I don't think that was very good. Like, would you guys please give me another chance? And if I wasn't calm, like if I wasn't just like, letting the moment flow, I wouldn't have said that. I'd have been overthinking, I would have been tense, I'd have been like, oh my fuck, I fucked up. You know what I mean? And then, but me saying that and handling that situation like that was probably the moment where they were like, okay, this guy might have something.
That's very valid because actors a lot of time feel this tension and this pressure especially when they go into audition rooms. But for me, it's like, yo, you have a casting problem. I'm here to help you solve it. So like, let's reason together. Let's have this conversation. Okay, so what do you want? You get? It's not like I'm acting and you're just here to judge me. Like, no, get out. You don't have to. It's not, that's not it. You're trying to cast this character, right? Right?
You need me as much as I need you, kind of.
We're trying to work together. That's it, right? So please turn off the AC. Make me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So off the back of what you said in your answer, do you feel like you knew when it was coming? Because you said when it's coming, just be ready, kind of thing. But do you know when you?
You never know. You never know.
Okay,
You don't
so
know.
it's just
That's why I have to stay ready. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I have to say. You
Right,
never
okay.
really know. You never really know
Okay,
what
so-
it's gonna be.
Did you? Okay, so when you had your big break, do you feel like it was literally just a surprise?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was. Yeah, I didn't see it coming. I hoped it would come, but like,
Okay.
oh my god, wow, it's here. This is it.
Can I ask what you guys did when you literally felt like, oh my gosh, I'm living my prayers?
What we did.
Like
Well, like the day the show came out?
I guess.
I was super drunk. Yeah, but Mike did it. Mike doesn't drink. But that was one of the best days of my life, man.
Really?
Like, I have a video of us at the club.
I need to see that.
Vertigo, and we were singing. What's that song? I don't care. I love it.
That was fun.
Mike was in the corner with his hand up, just doing that. I was like, bro, this is crazy.
We were on the.
Yeah, we're all sat stood on the
way.
chairs.
On the chairs, on the chairs.
Yeah,
Don't worry, you're gonna send that to her. We're gonna attach this and this part of the video when it come out. Yeah, we're gonna attach this video. It'll be hard. The audience will love that. You know what's so crazy though? I can't lie. I feel like you guys' style and just like your overall presentation,
Right.
I feel like you guys will be so sick, like acting in a Western, like Hollywood type thing. Is that something that's you guys ever been thinking about?
Thinking about.
What do you mean? That's why we're here. That's why we're ready.
I have one Hollywood shrine in my room where every day I wake up, I see God, I beg.
This guy came all the way here to just go and like, shit, bro, like send me the script. My phone is charged. My agent is here.
You want to push it, but listen, anybody who's like serious about what they do, you want to do it at the highest level.
At the highest level.
And at the end of the day, that's the highest level.
Any particular producer, or any sort of maybe ongoing series or anyone you'd love to, like you got your eye on and you're preparing, like any moment this opportunity comes?
I'm just looking forward to getting cast in Children of Blood and Bone, to be honest, because like that's like
Children of Blood and Bone.
that's like that film, like yo,
That's
it's
you.
a Nigerian story. I'm Nigerian.
Yeah,
it was written by
literally.
Nigerians. What are you saying, man? What are you saying? I'm,
Why are we
I'm
wasting
right here.
time?
Like yo,
Why are we wasting time? Why one? Pick up the phone.
Do you actually understand?
like
That one, because like, it's close to home.
yes, it's literally close to. So there's no reason why it shouldn't be. Like, you shouldn't have Nigerian actors on it. And yeah, obviously there's other stuff. There's other projects that Marvel might be interested in.
Bro, that's what I was about to say.
Wakanda, some sort of
Just
By the way.
like you get, we're out here. We're out here for you, man.
By the way,
That's the one.
True. What are you thinking?
Well, Marvel's
thinking-
mine.
Marvel's as well,
mine.
yeah.
I see it though.
That's
I
my
see it.
dream.
Yeah, Marvel.
Like I'm like I'm
What
a big,
character do you see? What kind of superhero do you see you playing?
Me. Let me think. Who's the biggest one in Marvel now? Who's the
Is that the biggest
Who's
one?
the leader of the team? That's the one I want.
The leader of the team.
Captain America, man. No.
Captain America.
Captain America, man. I think he's the leader though. Captain America.
well, yeah.
It's Captain America and Iron Man.
But Iron Man is dead off now. They killed him off.
Yeah, I don't know who the
Dr. Doom.
new set.
Yeah, Dr. Doom.
Yeah, he's now Doctor Doom now. Yeah, he took
Robert
over
Downey
from
Jr. Yeah,
Jonathan
yeah,
Majors.
He's back, yeah.
Imagine.
He's back at Dr. Doom.
And you man are here. You couldn't replace Jonathan Major. Imagine this.
You get
Anyway.
like,
Change
you
their
get-
mind today.
And she's like, you say it's a multiverse, and anything can happen, right?
And yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
Very true. Anything can happen.
You could even get cast.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, literally.
Isaleku.
Love it, but yeah, that's it. Anything
Okay.
can happen. Endless possibilities, man. Looking forward to that.
Nah, man.
I don't want to do
definitely.
something like sexy though as well.
Like what? What are you thinking?
Just give me like Zendaya, bro. Like just give me
Zendaya.
Zendaya. Like,
Like
no,
a
G.
little-
Why you say like
like,
that?
give me
Why you
Zendaya.
shaking your head? Why you shaking your head?
Look, or like
Euphoria.
one of them.
Yeah,
love
like something
basketball.
like-
Euphoria.
yeah, like
I see
something
that.
like
Euphoria.
Because Euphoria is full of pretty boys.
So
like
cute.
I see it. I
Something
see
where
it.
it's like
I feel
it's a
like you
love
lot could do love and
story.
basketball. I said how you could recreate that. That'd be
absolutely.
hard.
I did something
hard.
similar to that actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but it was football.
Oh no, that's all right.
Yeah,
What,
but I was
son?
in
Is it
Nige.
out?
It's not out yet. It's out. I mean, right now, less than a month. It should be out.
Jeez, what do you have the
Looking
date?
out for that.
So we
I
need to.
don't
we
have
need
the
to-
exact
And
date
what
yet.
platform is it coming out on?
It's in cinemas in Nige.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And obviously it's gonna
think
cross
it's
over
big,
because we need to
yeah,
watch
yeah,
it.
They
too.
might do some whispers.
We have
I
to
don't know
watch
if I'm
it.
supposed
What-
to be saying that shit.
Really?
Some whispers. I don't know for sure.
If you send us all the stuff we want, I would definitely want to watch it, and hopefully we can
Yeah.
promote, help you push it as well. We could do,
bet.
yeah, we could do what we could do. That's dope, man. So guys, like it's always in time, like bro, these are the next.
They're ready,
like,
man.
the next stop.
They're
They're
ready.
here.
Absolutely.
Pick up the phone, baby.
How's it?
Yo, alright,
Anything
cool.
else
Should I
you lot
call
want
my
them to
number?
look out for quickly just before we round off? Anything that's up and coming? Obviously, you've said one thing.
Yeah,
Mr. Mike, anything up and
absolutely.
coming that
Anything up
we
and
should
coming.
be
A couple of
prepared
projects
for?
out, but like that's until next year. I'm basically just chilling right now. I've been working so hard, man. I'm, like,
How long
need
you
to
in the
take a
UK
break. Not much.
Are you asking for a friend? Hey, gee, be careful, hey guys. I'll quit. Yeah, go on.
And I'm not here for much longer, but I'll be back though.
Definitely. No, man, you need to make this your second home. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely. I'm here like again sometime this year. So yeah.
Dope. Whenever you're here, always shout at us. You know, this is your home as well. But before you guys go, one last question. I know the guys are gonna kill me, but quickly, listen, guys. Right now, the world is a mess. There's riots everywhere. UK, we just had there's a race riot. Like how long ago now? We just had the madness. There's things going on over in South Africa, everywhere. But anyways, the one in Nigeria, I feel like us, we've been here. We don't really fully understand why they are rioting. What do you know why? I think that's for a lot of people that don't really understand what the
Who's
reason
right?
behind
People
it.
in the UK are
No,
right.
Nigeria. No, the UK one, we know that one. But Nigeria, the UK one, they want us to go back to our country.
Yeah.
But we're saying to them, if you remove your people, we too will go. But as long as your people is there, we must stay. It's a simple math. But for people in Niger, like what it really is causing why the people rioting and stuff like that, what do you lot think it is? What's the cause of it? Just for people that don't know, a lot of our audience we have a big following in Africa and different parts of East Africa, all of that, and a lot of people don't understand why there's riot going on in Nigeria.
I don't think there's any, like, we don't have to overcomplicate it. Like, people they feel like their lives aren't fair. You know, they feel like they're not getting a fair shake. They feel like the people who are supposed to be looking out for them are not looking out for them. You know, they feel like they're being lied to. They feel like they're being finessed in their own country. So at some point, I don't think the average person that's on the street necessarily can tell you specifically which policy that they're trying to push or which da-da-da. They just know that the way things are is not the way things are supposed
hungry.
to be. And they want to be heard. You know, so at some point, you have to go outside and start shouting.
Oh, by the way, he's shouting.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Quickly, if you are president or someone in position to make decision, what 3 things would you implement?
First, I would fix the power situation in Nigeria because I feel like that's
Very
one
important.
thing. Yeah, that's one thing
Sharp.
that would make lives easier for everybody.
Everyone.
And like especially most creatives. I know that people have been trying to work on it for a while now, but like, this is 2024. There's no reason why we shouldn't have uninterrupted power supply.
Facts.
Yeah, what else?
2.
Good roads. I mean, they're actively working on that. I can see there's a lot of good roads in Abuja.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that not because it's the capital though?
Yeah,
What
well,
about the Nigerians? I think there's like how many states? Yeah.
Starting out from there and it's like extending to, but the problem is like Lagos is incredibly populated. I know.
Yeah.
What else? Basically just, better healthcare system. Better healthcare
You
system.
got light, roads,
and
healthcare.
Yeah.
Very
Still
key.
free.
Very
That's good.
important.
Key infrastructures.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything different from
Take
that?
those ones. Schools.
Schools,
Yeah,
education.
Yes.
What do you
access.
change about education though?
What I change about education in Nigeria, I would, provide it. to begin with.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Make sure that it was shot there. Then when he's there, then we can
enough.
start talking about, okay, how do we make it
all of
better?
that, all of that.
That's
You
funny.
That's good.
That's a good start.
I'd get young people more involved in decision making, man. Like that'd probably be my biggest move. If I was president of Nige, I would make a quick and aggressive move to get more young people in positions of power in office because it's their country. At the end of the day, and all respect to my bones and those who came before me, I love you so much. But the average age in Nigeria is what, 23? Average age in Africa is 19.
Right.
It's a country, it's a continent full of kids. Do you get what I'm saying? But these are kids with opinions. These are kids who are exposed. They have the internet. They know what they want the world around them to look like. And I'll just give those people more of a say. You know, that's probably my big thing. And then
Good point.
Yeah, man. No, I agree, man. I feel like the elders are supposed to really be there for guidance, not for decision making.
Bro, if you look at the people who formed Nigeria, the guys who came here to negotiate our independence, the guys who were on the front lines in that era, they were in their late 20s, early 30s.
Late 20s, early 30s.
Young men,
You're right. You're totally right.
And I think we need more of that.
We need more
Yeah,
young people.
facts. Even look at what's going on in Burkina Faso, all of that stuff. These are young leaders, like taking charge and stuff. So I definitely agree with you, man. Definitely, elders are supposed to be there to guide and give, give advice and knowledge and wisdom, and let the generation that's actually going to live through that time,
those decisions.
let them make that decision because they got to live with the consequences of it. So I don't understand. You guys are not going to be here to live through the decisions you're making right now. So I totally agree, man. Let the young nigga shine.
100%.
But yeah, man. Yeah, that's it from me, and that's it from us. We appreciate you guys coming in. Definitely, we learned a lot, and I'm pretty sure our audience have learned a lot as well. Uzi, you did the outro, please.
We've been your guys at the In My Opinion podcast.
More energy, man. What's this, bro?
Okay, we've been your guys at the In My Opinion podcast. We've had some great guests here today.
Trust me.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We're gonna put.
Where can they find you guys? Where can they find? What's your
Micah Afolarin everywhere.
Micah
We'll
Afolarin.
put that in the bio.
And then I messed up your name earlier on, and
Naste, Jemide.
He owes you a drink.
Naste, Jemide. Yeah, I definitely owe you one.
Okay.
Apologies.
Have you tried Magnum before?
Yeah.
Oh, you had Magnum. How about Cherry B?
Cherry B.
No, say no. You don't want that
I'm
one.
gonna put you onto Cherry B.
No,
I'm gonna put you
say
on
you
Cherry
don't
B.
want.
No.
You don't want that one.
Why?
Don't tell me what the.
He's had Magnum already, so Cherry B's the next one up.
You like Magnum?
I don't mind it at all. No.
You might like Cherry B better. But no, apologies. Because I know they're gonna kill me in the comments for messing up your name. So forgive me,
No,
guys.
they don't know how to pronounce it.
You've re-recorded it though.
No, but it don't matter. They expect me as the host to know.
how
They're
to
gonna
pronounce it,
kill me. Trust me. There's no way around it. So
They
yeah,
used to do
definitely
something.
apologies for that. These guys are what you need to look out for. I promise you, you're gonna definitely see these guys more and more on your screen over the next coming year. And that's it from us, man. In my opinion, your boys were out. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the In My Opinion podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, peace.